What is your nationality? What do you call yourself? African American.
Right.
Our nationality is written in the Bible. The world never told us that. So I'm going to show you today what our nationality is. Go to Deuteronomy 1:1. You ever heard Moses in the Bible? Are you familiar with the Bible a little bit? Are you familiar with the children of Israel that was in Egypt? And Moses came and redeemed them and delivered them out of Egypt, split the Red Sea, and went back to Jerusalem? Well, that was us. That was in Egypt. We was the ones building those pyramids. You haven't known that, did you? That was us building those pyramids. And he brought us back to Jerusalem. These are the words that he said before he brought us back to Jerusalem. And the reason why we went into Egypt is because we stopped following God's commandments. God gave us commandments, right? Bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
These be the words that Moses spoke to all Israel.
On this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
In the wilderness. It was in the wilderness. Moses was reading these commandments to us. Because we signed on the bottom line that we was going to follow God's laws after he delivered us out of them. 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass.
And this shall come to pass, meaning this going to happen to y'all if what?
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
We have to observe and to do all his commandments. We have to do all his commandments. The church teaches how many commandments in the Bible? 10 commandments. But truly, we have 613 commandments in the Bible. We had to follow all of them. If we don't follow them, God was going to put a curse on us, all right? But these, go ahead, finish reading.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
He said he was going to put us above all nations of the earth if we follow the commandments, right? Flip side is, I got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass,
It's going to happen if what?
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we don't listen to God's words, right?
to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
Then all these weapons,
all these curses
don't have curses on us for what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Don't you realize we're cursed as a nation out here on the street? We get shot in the street, we get choked out by police, killing each other. We have baby mama dramas. We have daddies leaving families and different stuff like that. We're the first fired, the last hired. All these different types of tribulations and it just it's bad out here for us, right? The reason why is because we have curses on us. We stop following God's commandments. I'm gonna give you a commandment that the women don't have to follow. All right? You can do around 22 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman.
The what?
The woman.
So this is a commandment for the woman, right? Women, y'all didn't know this, right? Y'all didn't know this was a commandment, but I'm gonna give it to you. Just put it in your spirit. So later on, maybe you can do it, okay? What he said?
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So a woman should not wear anything that's pertaining to a man, like pants and jeans and shorts and different things like that.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. We don't supposed to wear dresses, right? And different things like that. And whatever.
For all that do so
So what?
are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
What is it?
What, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
God says abomination to him. He's mad at us for doing different things like that. You know, like we got Tyler Perry walking around with dresses, Martin Lawrence doing all those type of things. The Most High is mad at us. He poured curses on us. What
1 Timothy 2 and 5.
9.
1 Timothy 2 and 9. In like manner also,
What?
the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What do they adorn themselves in?
In modest apparel.
So women's supposed to be in modest apparel. Nice, beautiful dresses and stuff like that. And we're also supposed to be wearing fringes. See fringes on the bottom of our clothes, where all these brothers have? We all have fringes because it's a commandment. Read Numbers 15. Watch yourself. I'm just going to have to run some commandments to you. I know you children and that.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 37.
Bring it out.
The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to who?
The children of
So
Israel.
we're the children of Israel. You know that, but now you know. We are the children of Israel, all right? Give me Genesis 32, 22.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
And bid me command them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. So this is a commandment. This is one of the commandments. This is not part of the 10, is it? This is a commandment.
Borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Throughout their generation, mean forever. And what?
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
We're supposed to put a ribbon of blue at the bottom of our garments. All of us have different types of blues. It don't matter what color blue.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it,
You may look up on it and what?
and remember all the commandments of the Lord,
So let's get
and
us-
do them.
That's it.
That's what they say. Say thank you. Watch what you're doing.
The father's still in the home? Okay, I'm gonna give me that curse.
I'm glad I ran into you. I just need somebody to pray for me. I have 3 children. They 2 and I have a 4-year-old. And my mother passed a year ago.
I'm sorry.
It's just me and my children. And me and my father currently going through some things. He don't do nothing for his children. He's trying to put me in jail right now because he got a new girlfriend trying to prove point. And I'm in a abusive relationship. This man be beating on me, putting me and my children out. Can y'all pray for me? Because I don't know what to do. I'm about to cry just thinking about it.
The Most High brought you here for a reason. But let me tell you. Give me Proverbs 20:24. Watch this. I'm gonna show you that was a curse in the Bible of how men treat women, right? We don't know why it's going on, but we know why it's going on because
That's
it's a curse
right.
on us. As soon as you start following the commandments, the Most High gonna start blessing you and bringing you good men, right? Men that follow the commandments, men that's not gonna hit you, men that's not gonna abuse you, men that's gonna be right there in their home and help take care of you and the kids. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54.
Bring it up.
So that the man that is tender among you
Right?
and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes should be what?
Evil toward his brother.
So that's a curse on us. Us men having evil eyes towards each other. We're looking at each other and we booting each other up. We want to fight each other, right? We're the only nation that does that because it's a curse on us. And keep going.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And also he's going to be evil toward the wife. You see that? Of his bosom. And what?
And toward the remnant of his
And
children,
he also going to be evil towards his children too. And what?
which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
That's a curse on us. That the men are going to leave the women and the kids. You see that? That's a curse on us. So in order to get back, to take that curse off of us, we have to start following the command. Give me Deuteronomy 15 again. You go to
Joshua,
yeah,
Proverbs
Joshua.
10 and 25.
Give me that 20 and 24. You see? 24. Bring that out.
Proverbs 20 and 24.
So watch this. Listen to this.
Man's going are of the Lord.
So your goings are of the Lord. Wherever you go in this world, the Most High brought you there, right? So right now He brings you right here. Keep going.
How can a man then understand his own ways?
You're not going to even understand why you're here. You're not going to understand why these men are doing these things in your life. You know what I mean? But today you're going to understand pretty much about 90% of why. Until you start following the commandments, the Most High is going to give you all things of understanding of why you're going through these different things. All right? Keep going. Bring it out.
This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
Now, listen to this closely, sis.
This book of the law
This is the book of laws. This is not no religious book. This is the book of the Israelites. We are the children of Israel, right? So this is the book of law and what?
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth,
Shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall always keep this in your spirit. You teach it to your kids, right? And what?
but thou shalt meditate therein day and night,
That's right.
that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
You have to do all that is written there in this Bible. You have to do everything that's written in there. Because this is a commandment. This is like what they call it,
Contract.
a contract. This is a contract that the Most High gave us, and we wrote it. I mean, we signed our name on the bottom line. We
That's
said,
right.
We're gonna follow everything you telling us to do, God. And God said, okay, if y'all don't do it, I'm gonna curse y'all now. Y'all gonna be the base people on earth, which we are today. Go ahead, bring it out.
For then
For then
thou shalt make thy way prosperous,
our way is gonna be prosperous if we follow the laws. You see that? And keep going.
and then thou shalt have good success.
And then we're gonna have good success. You see that? You're not gonna have no man that's beating you. What that saying, Sirach? That's right, same Bible. This is part of the KJV 1611. Protestants took this out in the 1700s. Now we got it back.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman,
A what?
a wicked woman,
A wicked woman. We're not saying that you're wicked, but you're wicked when you're not following the commandments. The Most High look at you as a wicked woman. So what happens?
is given as a portion to a wicked man.
See that? You're gonna give the Most High will give you a wicked man if you're a wicked woman. But if you start following the commandments, we say, brother,
Pull out Sirach 67.
6 and 7. So if you're following the commandments, the Most High will bring you a man that's following the commandments.
That's right.
You'll have all other men that love God, that fear God. See that? You Psalm 111 and 10.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 7.
Bring it out.
If thou wouldest get at a friend, prove him first.
Have to prove it first. Don't just allow no man to come into your home.
That's right.
Right? Don't allow no man to come into you and give him all your goods and whatever.
That's right.
If you sleep with a man, you're supposed to marry a man.
That's right.
That's how the commandments is in the Bible. Give me that Hebrews 12.
And be not hasty to credit him.
And don't be hasty to credit. Talk about the truth. Prove him everything. See if he's gonna take care of your bills. See if he's gonna treat you right. You know what I mean? Don't give him anything. Nothing.
Hey, son,
Don't
hey, y'all
sex
come get a
anything.
flyer.
You know what I mean?
Get a
From
flyer.
this day on, don't give a man none of you. Whoever it is, I don't care. And if you in a abusive relationship right now, leave this man. Leave him. Alright? Come out of his life. Go to your mom's house or your sister's house right now. Start praying. Start following his commandments. The Most High gonna start working for you. But we in the last days right now. I know you can see that as well. You got coronavirus all around the world. You got a bunch of brothers like us on every corner in the ghetto. Most High waking us back up. Right? We're going to 13 and 3. Well, I was doing that.
I'm at Psalms 111.
Bring that
I'm
out.
at Hebrews 12.
So, go to Psalms 111:10. You finish that up?
Yeah.
Psalms 111:10.
Watch this up.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of
So
wisdom.
you have to fear God first. When you was young, you had a father, and you were scared to go home. If your daddy tell you to clean that room, and you didn't clean that room, he whoop you out. So we have to fear God like that. If God tell us you have to wear dresses, wear it, because he gonna whoop you. He gonna eventually whoop you. He gonna send a wicked man to your house. See that, to abuse you. You know, keep going.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of
So
wisdom.
you have to fear God first. That's the beginning of wisdom, right?
A good understanding have all they that do his
So
commandments.
a good understanding of the Bible and the way the world is going, you have to do his commandments. Alright? You have to do his commandments. That's a must. Because we're under a contract with him right now. We the only people on earth that's on a contract with him. So the Most High look at us as special people.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 76. What you got, bro?
She had asked something about praying, right?
Oh, you asked about praying? How do you pray?
Show you, because you wanted us to pray for. I wanted to show you this
Gotcha.
in Matthew chapter 6,
Bring it
verse
out.
5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
So we're not going to be like the hypocrites is, praying in the street and all that. You know what I mean, sis? For what?
For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets.
These are men that love to have a gathering out and be like, oh, and everybody clapping at the praise. No, we don't do those type of things. We're going to come out here and teach you what thus said the Lord said.
That's right.
Keep going.
That they may be seen of men.
Yeah, we ain't trying to be seen here. We only got one person right here. You and your son. We're not trying to have a whole congregation out here. The Most High going to bring us who He want to bring us. See that?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
They're going to have their reward. That's what God's saying. They're
But-
going to have their reward for praying in the street. For what?
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy
He
closet.
said when you pray, go enter into the closet. It means not going directly into the closet, but go in the room by yourself and look toward the east. We're going to teach you all that in a minute too. Go ahead.
And when thou hast shut the door, pray to thy Father which is in secret.
He said pray to Him in secret.
And thy
Go talk to Him everything that you need, that you deserve. Go ask Him for forgiveness of all your sins for not following commandments. And tell God that you're going to start following commandments in the best of your ability from day on. Okay? Go ahead.
and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward you thee openly.
Then He's going to reward you.
That's
So
right.
do you know how to pray? Do you know the Lord's Prayer? Bring that. Keep going.
Matthew chapter 6,
Verse 9.
verse 9. But when ye pray, verse 7.
So the disciples asked Christ, how do you pray, Christ? Just like you asked him. Now watch this.
Verse 7. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions as
Don't use vain repetition like, God, please send me a good man. And just, please send me a good man, God. Come on, you got to send, don't do like that. All right? Go ahead.
as the heathen do.
The heathen do those type of things. And what?
For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
That's right.
But be not therefore like unto them. For your Father knoweth what things ye have need
He
of.
know what you need. See that? You don't have to pray repetition.
Before
He already
ye-
know. Even before you open your mouth. He
That's
already know.
right.
Go ahead.
Before ye even ask. After this manner, therefore pray ye,
Pray ye what?
Our Father
Say, our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven. Do you know this prayer? The Lord's Prayer? Okay, so we know. Okay, our Father which art in heaven, what?
hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth
In earth, that's
as
what?
it is in heaven.
So, the power is going to change and it's going to be right here on earth. That's what we're praying for. We're going to have kingdom here on earth. Not up in heaven, way in paradise, the third heavens. No, we're not going to go up. Our spirit go up there and then the Most High bring it back down on earth, right? So we regenerate. You've been here multiple times, right? So what we're praying for in this prayer, that we're going to destroy the white man's power and we're going to have power on earth.
That's
Our
right.
time, we got next. You see that? We have power next. That's what the Most High doing all this for. Because it's our time now. Again. You see that? Keep going.
After this manner, therefore, pray ye,
Right.
our Father which art in heaven.
right.
Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
right.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
That's right.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
So that's a beautiful prayer. That's a beautiful prayer that Christ taught the disciples. So if you don't remember it, just go, you have a Bible at home, you go pull up Matthew 6 and read Matthew 6, all right? And that'll teach you how to pray, okay? What you got, bro?
You know how to get your prayers. Let me read something for you first. John chapter 9. John 9. Because everybody just say, go pray, go pray, go pray. We got to find out. I'm going to show you how, right? Check this out. Now we know that God heareth not sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth. So what you got to be doing to get your prayers answered?
You can't just pray, you gotta do His will,
What is his will?
the commandments.
There you go. But I'm going to prove that to you, right? This is Psalms. That's Psalms 40. This is Psalms 40 and 8. I delight to do thy will, oh my God, yea, thy law is within thy heart. So the will is his laws.
Right.
So that's what we're supposed to be doing, his laws. Like the brother brought out, one of the laws is women supposed to be in miles apparel, not in pants, right? But they have more laws than that, right? They have you eat shrimp, crab. You ever wonder why we don't get our prayers answered? That was one of the reasons. We're not being taught that anymore. We're being taught you can just do whatever the hell, you can come as you are, stay as you are. That's why the Christian church is filled with homosexuals. Oh, you know there's a law against homosexuals. There's a law against give me Leviticus 11. I'm gonna let the brother take it right back. Check this out. Leviticus 11, like you eat shrimp, you eat crab, you eat lobster. You think those things are okay, those little laws, right?
Right.
Let me read this to you.
Leviticus
Hold
11.
that 1 second. I'm gonna show you. This is Matthew 5. Right? Now this is Christ. This is in all. When it's in red, it's Christ, right?
That's right.
That's 5. Matthew 5, verse. Let's start at start at 17. Watch this. It said, "Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill." Now people stop right there. It's like he fulfilled everything. I can just do whatever the hell I want, right?
Right.
Check this out. "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle." A jot and a tittle is the smallest things in the Hebrew language. Small. It's any small thing, right? "One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled." So he said, till heaven and earth pass, we still on earth. Heaven is still up there. Nothing is passed away. We still got to keep them on, right? Check this out. "Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven." So he said if you break one, you're going to be called least in heaven, but that don't mean you're getting in, right? Check this out. "But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." But this to show you that you're not getting in, right? Check 20 out. "For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees."
Right.
Now the scribes and the Pharisees was in hypocrisy.
Right.
They would tell people to do the laws, but they wouldn't do them.
Right.
They will break them, right? "And shall teach, for I say unto you, except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven." So he said, if you breaking the least commandment, you're not getting it. So all the laws are in full effect. Bring that one out in Leviticus 11.
Leviticus 11.
Even this here, this is dietary law. All right. Start at 1.
Okay, Leviticus 11 and 1. "And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel."
See that? You see, everything is talking about the children of Israel. The whole Bible is talking about the children of Israel. Now today you're realizing that this is talking about us, sis. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny? Okay, go ahead. Go to verse 11 and 7.
Verse 7.
Huh?
And the wine
And the what? And the what? No,
and the swine,
the swine shall what?
though he divided the hoof.
So what is the swine?
Swine is pig.
The swine is pig. That's pork. All right? That's what the swine is. So the Most High said, though the swine,
And the swine, though he divided the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cub.
he do what?
Cheweth not the cub.
Chew it not the cub.
Cud is like a cow. A cow chew food, brings in one stomach, and he regurgitates it, and chew it again, and it goes into another stomach. That's right. Pig don't have that digestion. That's what he's talking. That's right.
It says, he is unclean to you.
He's unclean to you. Right? That's the pig. Pig is unclean to you.
Read it out. I don't understand. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to
He
you.
is what?
Unclean
So
to
he
you.
is very unclean to us, the pig. That's why a lot of our grandparents have gout, catch heart attacks and strokes and all the different things, because that's what they're putting on our plate. Pickled pig feet and all of that type of stuff. And what they have?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
We should not eat them. You see that?
and
what?
of their carcass shall ye not
We
touch.
shouldn't even touch them. And what?
They are unclean to you.
They are what?
They are unclean
They
to
are
you.
unclean to us. Now watch this.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
So now he's giving you that things that you can eat that's in the water. That's what?
Whatsoever had fins and scales
Whatever has fins and scales,
in the waters, in the seas,
Right.
and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
them shall you what?
Them shall you
You
eat.
can eat those type of fish. They have fins and scales. Catfish don't have fins and scales, right? They got skin, so you can't eat catfish. See that? Then what?
And all that have not fins and scales,
Right? Like crawfish, shrimp, crab, lobster. They don't have fins and scales. They're bottom feeders. They eat all the food on the bottom of the river. You see that? Go ahead.
in the seas, and in the rivers, and all that move in the waters,
Right.
and any living thing which is in the waters,
Right.
they shall be an abomination.
It shall be a what?
An abomination.
And go ahead. God said this is an abomination to us.
Abomination means it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
He hated it so much. See, so that's a dietary law. We going to Revelation.
Revelations chapter 21, verse 26, 25. And the gates of it shall, it's talking about the gates of heaven.
Right.
And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory of the honor. I won't go there. Let me go up to 27. This is what. And there shall in no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whosoever worketh
So the Most High saying right here, whoever eating crab, pork skins, crawfish, they're not going to be able to enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's what he's reading right here. Right? Go ahead.
and maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
That's right. You see that? He got a precept. Bring it out.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, start at verse 24.
Uh-huh.
But I have said unto you,
20 and 24. Yeah, 20 and 24.
but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit the land, and I will give it unto you to possess it. A land that flowed with milk and honey.
See that?
I am the Lord your God, which has separated you from other people.
What did he do?
Separated you from other people.
So he separated us, sis.
Verse
Other
25.
people.
Ye shall therefore put the difference between clean beasts and unclean.
See that? So the Most High gave us a dietary law to tell us we should know the difference of unclean food and clean food. So we must eat clean food, right?
And between unclean fowls and clean.
That's right.
Fowls is birds.
And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts or by
We
fowls,
should not eat those things. See that, sis?
or by any manner of living thing that creep upon the ground,
That's right.
which I have
And
separated,
then what? He
separated
separated us, sis, to what?
from you as unclean.
That's right.
Verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
Check
Holy
this out. He
means
said,
separate.
hold on, because he's talking about the children. Turn that sign around, Fred.
Yeah.
Because what he's telling you is very heavy. He's saying these people that's on this sign, like if you so-called African American, right? You would be from the tribe of Judah. He said, these are the people that he separated.
That's right.
So that's what he's talking about. Let me come back to that. Go ahead. You got 26.
And ye shall be holy unto me. For I am the Lord am holy, and have severed you.
You know what severed means? It's like cut. Like if you take your, like severed my arm, cut your arm off. That's what that's talking about. He said, I've severed you.
from other people.
Yeah, from other people. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6.
Go ahead, finish that out, brother.
That ye shall be mine.
That you should be what?
Be mine.
God said you gotta be mine. He said you're gonna be mine. Watch yourself. Let me show you how separate and how you feel about it. Watch
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people
God said we're holy people, meaning we're separate people. And what?
unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee
He's chosen us, sis.
to be a special people unto himself,
See that?
above,
A what?
above
Love.
all people
That's what.
that are upon the face of the earth.
That's why he punishing us like this, sis. Because we stop following his commandment. He been aiming straight. I got you. That's why he punishing us, sis. You see that? But now we're coming back to our roots, our culture, our heritage. We're coming back to it. We're not out there fornicating with our sisters no more. I'm not gonna whistle at you no more and do that and treat you with disrespect. That's not happening no more. You see that?
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7.
Bring it up.
Read that slow for her. This is good.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
Hold on. 3 and 1.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1 from the top.
Huh?
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Children of Israel. There it is again, sis, right?
against the whole family,
Uh-huh.
Everybody on that sign.
which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
Remember I was telling you earlier about how he brought us out of Egypt? He's going to always say that in the Bible to make us remember these things. That was something very powerful that he did to us. He brought us out of Egypt, and he's going to bring us out of America. So the same way he did us in Egypt, he's going to bring us out of it. Christ's going to come back and take us out of this and bring us back to Jerusalem. His chariot's going to come and lift us up, those who follow the commandments. See that? Keep going.
verse 2,
Uh-huh.
you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
See that? He only knew us, sis.
Therefore,
Therefore,
I will punish you
he only going to punish us for our what?
for all your
All
iniquities.
our sins. He ain't gonna punish the Chinese man or the white man or the African man or the Arab man or the Japanese man. He's not punishing them. They got businesses around the whole world, right? Arabs got businesses right here in our neighborhood. He's punishing us. For what? Why he punishing us?
For all your iniquities.
All of our sins. See that? Because we're sinning. We're going to sign that contract. See that? That's all it's coming back to. Us signing that contract when Moses read to us in Deuteronomy 1 and 1. That these be the words that Moses spoke to all the children of Israel. And then he started reading Deuteronomy 28. All the blessings and all the curses that will come upon us, the blessings will come upon us if we follow the commandments. We have our houses to be filled. We have banks to loan people money. You know, we have all kinds of things, but we didn't do that. We did it for a little while. We was blessed when Solomon was reigning, right? And David and all them, but he took it all away from us because we started sinning. We started following different gods. We started following this white man Christ. See this here? We started following this here man here. Bring it out.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I set before you this day a blessing
That day, a blessing and what else?
and a curse.
He gave us two ways. Either you're gonna go the right way or you're gonna go the left way. Blessings the right way, the left way the curses. Right?
Verse 27.
Uh-huh.
A bless if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God,
He's gonna give us blessings if we obey the commandments of God. And what?
which I command you this day.
Huh?
Verse 28. And a curse.
And they what?
A curse.
That's what we living right now. We live in the curses.
That's right.
If you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
See that, sis? So that's what's going on right now to this day. We're having the curses poured upon us. Bunch of curses. Give me Deuteronomy. Let's go to 45. Let's start over there right quick.
You did?
I got it.
You got it,
Break the glasses. Let me show you. Look. Wait.
Ready? First, give me 32.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, start at verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters
Shall be what?
shall be given unto another people.
This one we was in slavery, sis. When our ancestors were in slavery in the 1600s, you know the transatlantic slave, when they brought us over here in boats and ships and all of that. They started having us in the field, the cotton field, and the slave master coming into the field and take all the mothers, the children, kids, and stuff like that. You familiar with that? You ever watch Roots and all of those type of things? And the mom was crying, no, don't take my baby, don't take my baby. That's what happened to us. I'm gonna read it again. Say it again.
Thy son
Thy sons and thy,
and
what?
thy daughters
shall be what?
shall be given unto another people.
See that? That's a curse on us, sis. God said, I'm gonna have another nation come take y'all kids from y'all.
Where you going?
Since y'all didn't follow my commandments, this is what's going to happen to y'all. I'm trying to drill that into your head so you can see that. You see that? Go ahead.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Be crying all day long for your kids. And what?
And there shall be no might
There ain't gonna be no might, no military power, you ain't gonna have no police you can call or nothing. And what?
in thy hand.
Go to verse 45.
Verse 45, moreover, all these curses.
All these curses from 16 all the way down to 68, there's a bunch of curses that fell upon us. Say it again.
Verse 45, moreover, all these curses
Shall what?
shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee
Say what?
and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
We're destroyed now. Sis. We're very destroyed. Mentally destroyed, we're spiritually destroyed. We're going through a whole bunch of stuff right now. A lot of our people out here think that Christianity is the best way to go. They think being a Muslim is the best way to go. You see that? They thinking Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, and all these different religions. God's going to punish y'all. So y'all want to follow all these different gods? Punish y'all. Keep going.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You're the American black, African Americans. The Jamaicans are Benjamites. The Haitians are Levites. The Puerto Ricans, these are brothers and sisters too. The Dominicans, the Cubans, the Native Indians, the Guatemalans, Mexicans, all of them, they're our brothers and sisters too. We are the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
And this is what Jacob is our forefather. He had these sons right here. And all these sons had children. See that? So this is basically the whole Bible talking about, all of us. And look at this, sis. So basically, you calling yourself African American. Scipio Africanus is a white man. America is Amerigo Vespucci, another white man. We're calling ourselves after two white men, African American. So you don't want to ever say that again. See that? So we got to just push that and get that out of our head. And the scripture that's applying to that is Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They think their houses are going to continue forever. He think Africa is going to continue forever. He think America is going to continue forever. Look, in their dwelling places to all generations, they called their lands after their own names. See that? They can't conquer these lands. And then they gave him America, his name, Amerigo Vespucci. We're calling ourselves African American.
Right.
See that? And that's irrelevant. That's BS. We're from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Give me Hebrews 7:14. I'm going to show you who else from the tribe of Judah. This is why they hate us so much. We're the top nations of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why we have better performers than anybody on the earth. That's why we play sports better than anybody on the earth. We didn't know why, but now we know why. We have that spirit. We have that spirit of being the greatest people on earth.
That's right.
We invented damn near everything on earth, and they took it from us. See that? Give me that.
I got it.
Bring
Hebrews
it
7.
Go ahead.
Hebrews 7:14.
Bring it out.
For it is evident
For this is evident, meaning this is true, right? Is what?
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
He sprung out of what?
Out of Judah.
So Christ sprung out of Judah, out of the same tribe we came from, American blacks. We're the Judites. We're the real Jews. You're a Jew. Those people in Israel right now call themselves what? Jewish. They ish mean pertaining to be. They took our culture from us and they went to our homeland and studied our culture and called themselves Jewish. Ish mean pertaining to be. They wish they was us.
That's right.
So therefore, they took our heritage and culture because it was a punishment on us. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. What you got?
This is to show you how important the name Israel is. That's why
right.
they took it from you.
Bring it out.
This is Genesis chapter 32, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto him, what is thy name? This is our forefather Jacob.
Right.
Jacob wrestled with an angel, and after he wrestled with an angel, watch what the angel tells us.
That's right.
And he said, and he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said,
Jacob.
and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob,
So the angel said, your name is not going to be called Jacob no more.
but Israel.
But what?
But
He
Israel.
said, your name going to be called Israel now.
For
Right?
as a prince hast thou power with God and with men.
So that's what
and hast
Israel means.
prevailed.
Israel means you're the prince that have what?
Power with God
Prince
and
that
with
have power
man,
with God and with man that what?
and has prevailed.
That's where the children of Israel come from. We're the Israelites. See, that's Jacob's name, Israel, right? And Israelites are his sons. These are the Israelites. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali. All these are his sons. This is what the whole Bible is talking about. The 12 tribes of Israel. Now, how many gates do you think is in heaven? How many gates that the pastor told us it was going to be one big pearly gate for everybody, huh? Now, we're going to show you truth of the Bible. Watch this.
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. Carried away in the spirit to a great high mountain.
Right.
Showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God,
Right.
and having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And had a wall great and high,
They had a what?
and had a wall great and
They
high,
had a wall great and high.
and
what?
had
How many gates it was?
Well,
So they had 12 gates, right? And what?
and at the gates 12 angels,
They had 12 big old mighty black angels, VIP only, right? And what?
and the names written thereon,
Is the what?
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's what
That's right.
The kingdom of heaven is for us, sis. The kingdom of heaven have a gate called. It's okay. The kingdom of heaven have a gate called Judah. Gates has 12 names on it. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh. They have all our names on it. So if you follow the commandments, when Christ come back, you're going through that gate of Judah. See that? That's your gate. You're gonna be ruling over a lot of these heathens on this earth.
That's right.
As well as we gonna be ruling. Y'all gonna be ruling also. But you have to follow the commandments. You see that?
So
have
what
to
you
do that.
supposed to do right now? What right now we should think
It's very important that you gotta do.
to get your prayers answered?
follow his commandments.
So when you go home, you'll put on, before you come back out here, you'll have on a nice dress, huh? Because you see how your body is all out like that? They have men that's staring at you and they lusting behind you.
That's
They
right.
want to get you, and it's gonna be all kind of evil people that's gonna come at you. And
You gonna get that man that want to beat on you.
He gonna come, he gonna be very
Shoot your
smooth
body.
too. He gonna be like, baby, look who's saying I got you, you know. He gonna talk so smooth to you. You know what I mean? And he gonna bait you in. You gonna think he really that good. And then you gonna find out later on, hey, he's the monster. The Most High sent him to you. But you have to follow his commandments. You see that? It's very important that we must follow his commandments. We must. You see that? Because Christ is coming back in a minute. Give me that in Zephaniah about the peril.
Oh, Zephaniah chapter 1,
8. Watch this says.
verse 8. And it shall come to pass
Meaning this going to happen. Look, this going to happen when Christ come back.
in the day of the Lord's sacrifice
So when Christ come back to sacrifice everybody on earth, this was going to happen.
that I will punish the princes
He's going to punish the princes
and the king's children
and the king's children.
and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
What they going to have?
Strange apparel.
So if you have strange apparel on that day, apparel is clothes. So Christ saying, if you got strange apparel on that day, what are you going to do?
And it shall come to pass in that day that in the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Yeah, give me Isaiah 66 and 15. What you got? Bring out the precept.
Hold on what you want.
Okay, bring it out. You got Jeremiah 17:4? What is Jeremiah
Isaiah
17?
chapter 66, verse 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire.
What is he coming with?
With fire.
So Christ is coming back with fire. He's coming back with anger. You know what? And what else?
And what is cherished like a whirlwind.
He's coming back with chariots. You know how a lot of people starting to see a lot of UFOs in the sky? They're having all these UFO sightings. Those are chariots. Those angels in those chariots coming around looking at his children. You see that? Because in a minute he's gonna start sifting out the elect. Then the whole world gonna be destroyed. Right? Keep going. Keep going.
Now you see why I changed it?
Go ahead.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, which is cherished like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
A lot of people.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the
So
midst,
if you're behind all these other nations, in the midst, you're in the midst of all of them doing what?
eating swine's
You're
flesh,
eating all their pork chops and you're eating their pickled pigtails and their shrimps and crawfish and all that, thinking it's delicacy or whatever. Listening to them white people, what they saying, it's totally wrong. God, you say that was unclean food
and the abomination,
of what?
and the mouse.
And the mouse. You know how the Chinese people have been eating mouses and all that? And we always go in the Chinese stores eating boneless chicken 109s and all that. There be rats and mouses and all that. You see that? God said he's gonna do what?
Shall be consumed together, said the Lord.
He said he's gonna consume together. I mean, he's gonna kill anybody
Catch
who's
that
doing
fire.
that. Anybody who's eating all that type of stuff, he's killing them. You know that was in the Bible, did you, sis? Now you know. You see that? Now you know. That's why we read in Proverbs, man's goings are of the Lord. See that? So your goings is here. You have to teach your children that they're the children of Israel. They're Judites. They're Judites, sis. They're Judites. These are kings.
That's right.
You got to raise them up to be kings. All right? What that's in Psalms 22. Watch this, sis. You have to do this. That's 22 what? 9?
What you want?
Raise up the kids.
Proverbs
22.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 9.
Watch
Say
this,
it
sis.
some more.
Watch this up.
Say it no more.
Verse 6.
Verse 6.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
You need to train them up in the way that they should go. Train them up to know that they're Israelites. Right? Don't train them up and tell them they're African Americans. Don't be bringing them in these past Christian churches. So when they lying to them, telling them Christ is a white man. You thought Christ is a white man, huh? I'm gonna bring that out to you in a minute too. Go ahead.
And when he is old, he will not depart.
When he get old, he will not depart. That he's a Judite. He's gonna always know he's a Jew. You know, he gonna feel special about himself. He gonna know he's not a nigger. You know what I mean? He gonna know that he has the one and only blessings, kingdom from God, all the promises and everything from God. And we're being cursed because we're not following his commandments, right? So once you start following his commandments, you're gonna become what? Become blessed. He's gonna start blessing you. Now watch it. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. So this will happen to us, sis. Down the line, right?
Jeremiah 17:4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself,
Even thyself shall what?
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So Jeremiah telling us through the Spirit that even himself discontinued from his heritage. Just like we discontinue from our heritage. Our heritage is the Bible, our culture, follow the commandments, right? And what?
And give thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
So God said, I'm going to cause y'all to serve y'all enemies. That's what we're doing right now. We're serving our enemies right here in the land that we never knew, right? And go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not.
See that? We never knew it. And what?
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger,
God pissed off at us.
which shall burn forever.
God said he mad forever for that. You see that? What you got? Bring it out. Bring it out.
Jeremiah 4:2.
So now we're about to show you how Judah looked in the Bible, right? Watch.
Judah mourning.
Judah mourning, meaning we're mourning. We're crying. We always stressed. We always have problems, right?
And the gates thereof language.
All our leaders on this earth not teaching us the right way to go, right? That's why God put the Spirit in us to come show everybody the true way to go, the real way to go. Follow the commandments. We must follow the commandments, right? And what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
So Judah are what?
Black
They are black until what?
unto the ground.
See that? Colors in the Bible. God letting you know Judah black unto the ground. That means we're different shades of brown and black in the ground. The darker it go, the darker we get. So we're different shades of brown skinned people. That's what he's showing you right here. Now I'm gonna show you what the color of Christ is, all right? So you can take this white man out of your mind. You can see what Judites Christ is. Bring it up.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1.
So revelation means to reveal. That's what the book of Revelation. So John about to reveal us some very, very deep things. Go ahead.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Say that, read that again.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ,
Right.
which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So John Christ saying you must know this. This is going to come to pass that you're going to find out that Christ is a black man today. Go ahead.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. Watch this.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day.
So John was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Today is the Lord's day, which is the Sabbath day. Sunday is not when you're supposed to go to church. Saturday is when you're supposed to learn the Bible. You're supposed to be amongst your brothers and sisters and pray. You're not supposed to cook, clean. You're not supposed to work or anything on the Sabbath day. This is a very high holy day that the Most High do to us every 7th day, which is Saturday. Friday afternoon to Saturday afternoon. No cooking, this sis. I'm gonna bring it out to you too. I forgot to bring it out to you. Go ahead.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet.
So John turned around because you heard a loud voice. It was loud as a trumpet, like a black man speaking. You know? Go ahead.
saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last.
Right.
And what thou
So
seest,
Christ said, what you seeing, John?
write it in the
He
book.
said, write this in the book. Because he knew one day we were going to think this is Christ. He knew that. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
So John turned around and he writing in the book. Go ahead.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
What did he saw?
7 golden
So
candlesticks.
Christ, John saw 7 golden candlesticks and what?
And in the midst of the 7
In
candlesticks,
the midst of these 7 golden candlesticks, what?
one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot,
He had a long garment on down to his feet. And what?
with a girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle on. So John writing this down in the Bible, in the book, right? Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So John wrote that his head and his hairs were white like wool. Who have woolly hair on earth right now?
That's right.
Not white people. Look at this white stringy hair. Look at this old brown stringy hair.
Be proud of that.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
woolly hair.
You're supposed to be proud of it. You're supposed to be proud of it. You know, my wife and all of them, they don't wear weaves and all that no more. My little girl, no weaves. They don't put perms in the head or nothing. They proud of their woolly hair. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
His head and his hair is white like
They
wool.
were what?
White like wool.
Christ's hair was white and it was woolly.
As white as snow.
White as snow. That's the color.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes had a flame of fire. It was very red, right?
And his feet
And his feet. So John looked down at Christ's feet and what?
like unto fine brass.
It was like to fine brass. What color is brass, sis? If I look down at your feet and it's like, and I say, man, your feet look like brass,
Like 10.
like gold, like a penny. But let's see how brown it was.
As if it burned in the furnace.
So it was very dark. So Christ was a very dark-skinned man, as if it burned in the furnace. So if you take a penny and you burn it in some fire, it's going to turn what? It's going to turn real black. So that's what John was saying right there. See that? John said Christ's feet looked so dark that it looked like it burned in the furnace, right? So Christ is a black man. He's not a white man. You'll never see that nowhere in the Bible that he's a white man. Give me Daniel 7. You got it?
I got 10:5.
Go ahead, Daniel 10:5. Watch this, sis.
Daniel 10:5. Then I lifted up my eyes
So this is Daniel about to show you. He saw Christ too, right?
and looked,
Uh-huh.
and behold, a certain man clothed in linen,
Same thing.
whose loins were girded with fine gold of Euphrates.
You fast.
His body also was like beryls, and his face as the appearance of lightning,
Appearance of light. Same thing John saw. His eyes were red, right? And what?
and his eyes as lamps of
See
fire,
that? Eyes of lamps of fire.
and his arms,
His arms
and his feet,
and his feet. Now Daniel telling his arms too now. And his feet was like what?
in like color to polished
Like
brass.
polished brass. You see
And-
that? And that's
and-
it. That's
yeah.
it. Like polished brass. I'm looking at that down there. You see that little rusty coin right there? It's like polished brass right there. That's how Christ was looking. Christ was not looking like this. See that? So now we're showing you that Christ is a black man. We're showing you that you're from the tribe of Judah and you must follow the commandments. Give me that Exodus 28. All right. Where you at, turn? I gotta bring this out to you, sis, because this is very important, you know.
After this one, I gotta
Yeah.
figure this out.
Okay. Because I'm praying that you do this. Here, look, don't go to the store again. All right. Show the Most High you being very committed to His commandments. Don't go buy anything in the store right now. When the sun go down, then you can start buying stuff in the store again. All right. So respect is how holy it is every Saturday. All right. Friday afternoon, like before the sun go down, hurry up and cook your last hot meal. All right. Y'all eat your last hot meal. All right. So Saturday morning, go eat y'all some cereal, some sandwiches and stuff like that. You can eat. You know. Do a little whatever. Read the Bible and stuff like that. Right. You must gather yourselves with learned men and women so they can continue to help you and teach you the Bible, all right? So we're going to get your number from you, all right? Go ahead, bring that out.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 2.
Bring that out.
6 days, that's what you were trying to do.
You can go there.
What you were trying to get?
I was saying Exodus 28, but that's even better. So go ahead. That's even better. I like that. It's going to explain all
Exodus
that.
chapter 35, verse 2. 6 days shall work be done.
6 days shall work be done. See that? You do all your work that you can do within those 6 days, from Sunday to Friday, right?
But
But
the
Sunday is the first day. If you look on the calendar, it says Sunday is the first day, right? Go ahead.
But the 7th day
But the 7th day, which is what? There you go. So
there shall be unto you an holy day,
a holy day. See that?
the Sabbath of rest.
A Sabbath of rest.
To the Lord.
God giving us a time to rest. You see that? On the Sabbath. He wants you to come. Don't eat hot food in your stomach. Everything God do, He do it for a reason. See that? He's giving your body rest from this hot food. Go eat your cold sandwich or something. See that? And go ahead.
Whosoever doeth work therein
Whoever do work therein
shall be put to death.
shall be what?
Put to death.
Most High going to eventually do that to you. See that?
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations
Kindle no
upon
fire.
the Sabbath.
Don't put nothing in no microwave. You go take a hot bath and stuff like that. Don't make no coffee. Don't do nothing like that. Don't kindle no fire. Now, if you inside and you cold and you don't, your AC not working, you got a fireplace. Yeah, you can light the fireplace up, but you can't cook. You see that? That's what we're telling you. So